get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried. And so that something happened to you. It's okay. But it turns out you're fine. I can finally help speed you up on the saga of Miriam. Sure, bud. You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Crank. She's been on the crank. Somebody needs to slow her down. She looks like she's been doing some crank. So, partnered up with Clank. He asked me to go out with him. See, I knew I might have made the right choice. Partnering Miriam with Clank. Because Miriam is the name of the protagonist of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and Clank is from Ratchet and Clank, and those are both phenomenal games on the PS4. So, that's my reasoning. Good night, everyone. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. That's right. That's right, Miriam. You fucking put that dirty robot in its place. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. So, anyway, Dave, you wanted me to court the toaster. I didn't have to court the toaster. Miriam already did it. She went skydiving with him. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. Now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night was just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Keep having to fix the green screen. This is the last time fixing the green screen. If it doesn't work this time, it's just going to remain unfixed. I know that a tiny corner on the side of the screen is probably ruining the entire stream experience for everyone. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encountered your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop. Though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a tree. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. Here's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Winter Boy. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words. I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. I mean, Ashley's terrible, but those thighs are thick. Just saying. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. Oh shit, I accidentally skipped it. Oh. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Winter Boy, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back to fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Thick. Please tell me you used 11 C's. Hold on, I'm going to count right now. Because if you didn't, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seeds, you piece of shit, Nathan. How dare you try to go over Colonel Sanders' perfect recipe of 11? You would never have a shot with Sanders. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Oh, I like that. That's like a nice underburn. You know, it's like, it sounds like it's a compliment. It's a backhanded compliment. It's like, oh, yeah, I can tell you're really passionate about this, but it's really kind of like, yeah, I can tell you really think a lot about what people think of you, kind of thing. And yeah, very nice, very distinguished of you. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, winter boy. More than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh no. I angered the senpai. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. Always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, winter boy. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like Book of Spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I think one surefire way to find out. You open the book to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'd probably help me focus better on the upcoming exam. No, it won't, because I'll just see him again and get just as infatuated all over again. That won't help. Pfft, that's way too drastic. Maybe you could do something else, like anything else. Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Well, I work for Amados, so... Amados? What's Amados? Don't cast the forbidden spell or don't. No, we are not fucking casting forbidden spells. We will win Colonel Sanders' heart with our passion for chicken. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on. I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some homework to give him a snack. Or dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Now, I mean, he's probably just getting ready to sneeze, but I mean, is Sprinkles going to not want a snack? You reach into your backpack, grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much of this world satisfies like ungraded homework. My, winter boy, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Winterboy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clink's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to all your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Bleep. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Oh, God. This Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels and not feet, it is entirely clear where it came from. It's not entirely clear where it came from. I need a second to process this. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clink slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakout to cast a pall over the entire final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Time is fast approaches. We'll see you all in the arena! But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there is a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? I mean, I might. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a big ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first person to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. You should really review my menu for today. I'm going to be making a very special soup. And I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head up to the arena early and practice a dish. This is it, the location of the final countdown, of the final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Winter Boy's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Of course, you know, because the cherry blossoms are flying through the room. So, clearly. Winter Boy, what are you doing here? Still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with someone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up about your practice dish, or ignore it like there was no sound at all. Yeah, things are getting pot pie. Wait, what? Where's the innuendo? You know what? Fuck it. I'll go with it. Yeah, things are really getting pot pie, if you know what I'm saying. I'll co-sign on it, Nathan. I got your back. I'm gonna fess up about the practice dish. Or, yeah, because I don't want to lie to the Colonel. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can spell a pot pie from 400 yards. See, I knew that he would know. He's too majestic to believe that there was no pot pie cooking. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but chicken pot pie. With an all-butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, but I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning anytime second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. Always loved country cooking. I can eat this all day. It did look some fucking good pot pie. It's hard to work and type. That's alright, Nathan. I'll forgive you. This time. Don't let it fucking happen again. Or else you're banned. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. We're in the final stretch, guys. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That's it! Except to cook with everything you've got! You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to be going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. They literally have a little copyright or restricted on original recipe. It's... Moving on. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Aguash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. My best friend, Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! So bad. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! At least she's self-aware. At least she understands her shortcomings. Which, frankly, ironically, gives her depth. How the fuck does that work? Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait. Okay, I was just thinking that. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? As its singularity, as we're foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Wait. Was Clank built by Skynet? Oh, shit. So is there going to be a Terminator tie-in now? Where does KFC exist within Terminator lore? Self-destruct! Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. I got my answer. Clank has been plugged in this whole time. But now, that still doesn't answer. Was he plugged into the wall with just perpetual amounts of extension cables? Or does he have like a portable power supply? That he was like a generator, a portable generator. Probably solar powered that he's plugged into. That's what I'm gonna guess. Because he seems pretty mobile. You know. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spell book out. That fucking bitch. Is she going to use some sort of dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own and you're desperate to not see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Fuck no. Do it the hard way. As Sanders even said himself on day one, that taking the easy way doesn't get you anywhere. Who needs magic when you've got passion and panache? No, it's just a long-ass cord. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. He gives you one of those little Christopher Walken winks. One of those little guys. I believe in you, winter boy. Miriam notices too. See, I knew Senpai was watching. I knew he'd be disappointed if I decided to dabble in the dark arts. No, I've always believed in you, Winter Boy, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. I'm glad she's been rolling with the punches of me, like, completely ignoring her for Colonel Sanders through this whole thing. She is a true bro. She's been sticking it out. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. That makes sense. So hard. This is getting real hard. Nathan, keep that to yourself. All right? I appreciate your passion for this stream, but just keep that in private, all right? Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into my boiling noodles. What the fuck, Miriam? You don't know the delicate balance of spices and herbs that I use. It's the secret ingredient. Oh shit! No! No! I lied to her earlier. No! I should have trusted my bestie. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Ah, that's right, he's back.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have injured Steve. You have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle.
Okay, so I guess Borko could have kept his original voice, and this is Steve's voice now. This is all getting very complicated.
So I'd like to say you're doing pretty alright. Hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. Your crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
Ah, I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where that came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up.
That explains why he won't battle. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. You give him crazy eyes. Whoosh. Gotta fix my pom-pom. By the way, just so you guys know, I picked up this Santa Claus hat at Walgreens on my way home today. I'm like, I need to see if I can find a Santa Claus hat, because if I'm going to do a special Winter House special holiday stream, I need to look festive. I need to look festive. But they didn't have different sizes. So this thing is literally hugging my head so tight right now that I guarantee you I'm going to have just like this obscene red ring around my head for the rest of the night, and I'm going to go to my mom's place for dinner, and she's going to be like, why do you have a stupid round red ring on your head? It's going to look horrible in the pictures, in the family pictures. And I'm going to be like, I don't know what to tell you. I was hanging out, dating Colonel Sanders. And yep, that's it. That's my excuse.
Never mind. I'll see you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Do I give up and drop out of culinary school? Or do I summon extra power from deep within myself? You have to dig deep to Super Saiyan 3!
Ah!
Okay.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Okay, so again, I wasn't too far off with the Super Saiyan reference.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Nope. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Winter Boy, you're the chosen one. You'll avenge me. Yeah, the music is back into overdrive again. It's getting fucking intense again. I hope there isn't more timed bullshit that's gonna trip me up. There probably will be. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure. Hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that this power can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served.
Ah!
But don't worry, dear Winter Boy, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you earned his support. What's he gonna do? Fucking unburn my pot pie? I've been watching you closely. I say, truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. Louis, is this a cooking game? If cooking up romance with Colonel Sanders is a thing, then yes, this is a cooking game. There you go. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. Your time is almost up. You're gonna need it.
But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What game is this? This is called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. It is free on Steam, and it is hilarious. So, I mean, it's worth downloading just for a laugh. Just do it. I'm probably going to end up playing through it again on my own time just to see if there are different outcomes, just because it's fucking hilarious. What a guy. That Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. And besides, something unexpected, combinations can have surprising effects that surpass individual efforts.
Are you suggesting
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
time's up, students?
With time expired, it's time, the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class is incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clegg.
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. I mean, I would say poor Pop, but he doesn't even seem to care. He almost seems to like the punishment. Maybe Pop's just a latent masochist. He's gonna be a sub for sure.
Bob, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but certainly not in yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clegg, where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whiz beep or other onomatopoeia. But there is none. I like this game just because he used the word onomatopoeia. That is an oft unused word that needs to be used more. It's a good word.
Somehow I must have gotten unplugged, I guess.
Oh, that's right. He did get unplugged.
We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow,
3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Oh boy. You thought you could go up against Miriam? You udon fucked up now. Oh! I'm sorry.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy float across its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea I made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening up his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anybody else like to taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured, and not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+! Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives a huge hug. Thank you, Winter Boy, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up! Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard with in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with the spines from a second different color type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
Exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni. But he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof woof!
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Arr!
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first.
You know what I'm saying?
But he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch! My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no!
I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could be difficult to eat?
Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour!
Don't discount simplicity!
Yeah, this isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
Oh yeah, baby.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
This game is turning out to be longer than I thought it was going to be. I feel like we're almost at the end. We're in the final stretch. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, meringue,
and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school.
I was reading Ashley as the Borker. Getting all discombobulated here.
Got toast in your ears or something, Winter Boy? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Snap.
If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry.
Oh shit. Sprinkles doesn't like that. Because he's a dog, and dogs like eating stuff. I can't believe she, didn't catch that.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best,
Like no one ever was.
but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either. Team Rocket blasts off with the speed of light. Surrender now and prepare to fight.
I mean, at least she's not, faking it anymore. It's kind of weird, like a weird step up for her. At least she's just mean instead of, like, mean nice. I don't know.
This class is getting much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
Has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. What is that glorious creation? Good Lord. You want to go to eating school? Yeah, right? I would be amazing in eating school. I'd be on the honor roll the whole time, straight A's. I'd put all the weight that I've lost back on. So on second thought, I don't want to go to eating school because I'd be too good at it. I would be more successful than I'd want to be. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I've thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 40-year dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
Is it literally just like chicken submerged in mac and cheese?
Epic Pro. Nice. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass. Everyone gets a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. Is that a legit menu item at KFC now? If it's not, I'll be really disappointed. The new menu item is so impressive. Even the Van and Ashley are drawn to back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this? Yeah, but it's really good. Yes, it is. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. to get their groove on. Oh, shit. Now that I've burned my pot pie, I'm gonna burn up the dance floor. I'm sorry. I should just stop. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Ah! Van and Ashley, well, look at them. Man. They're fucking ready. They look like they're straight out of fucking, one of those dancing movies that I don't watch. You know the ones. Fucking... whatever. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. Are we finally going to learn the ghost's name? Is it the ghost of Colonel Sanders' past failures? No, it's not. We literally saw the guy earlier. We know it's an actual person. No ghosts allowed at graduation! It's clearly written in the school's bylaws! I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you all to finally notice me. Oh! Amusing! Now that everyone is together, is the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Ashley is rocking those fucking curves. Yeah, I mean, for real. She's a bitch, but, you know, still. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Well, doesn't Miriam look adorable? Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Who indeed? Where's the cherry blossoms? Cue the cherry blossoms. Oh, no. It's Pop. It's just fucking Pop. It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The son of chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. Oh shit, it's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. It's not even surprising at this point. Nothing surprises me anymore. This game has desensitized me. What? I actually feel like I knew about this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun learning who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out how you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I mean, yeah. Still trying to get in good with Sanders Senpai.
I understand, kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Oh, there's the cherry blossoms. There he is, our senpai boy. Finally, Sanders arrives. Oh, look. Look at him. Just look at him. I'm surprised he didn't come into the dance on his horse, to be honest with you. I'm a little disappointed. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Oh, shit. Look at it. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man. History of chicken and man. By not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Winter boy, what are you doing? Sitting all alone.
You know, just asking for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, you tell me, what are the qualities you'd expect to find in such a lucky person?
Oh, off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Just to name a few.
It surely is my lucky day. You can't dance with me.
Yes, I would love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. Once I celebrate, once my 100 franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. So glad to spend it together with you, Winter Boy.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? I think this is something I just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run the restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you think running restaurants is really your best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with this other love, the life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll in pastry school.
Oh, my dear Winter Boy, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, let me by your side. The end. So, I'm flabbergasted right now. Nothing short of flabbergasted. I guess I probably didn't get the true ending. I guess the true ending is if you win his love and his respect. But fuck his respect. I just wanted to be noticed by Senpai. And noticed I was. So, guys, that's it for my Winter House Christmas / holiday / whatever holiday you like special stream of Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I figured, you know, what are the holidays about if not love and food? And this game had both in spades. So, I bid you all adieu. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Hey, look at you. You made it to the end of the video. If you would like to see more just like this, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy our content, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can actually catch these streams live. Thanks for watching. See you next time.